Welcome back, Boy Time Channel. Today, Caroline's self-titled Wheel.
Personally, I'm hoping for Thursday.
Okay.
That's it. And Orc. I don't know what Orc is, but it has a good album
Okay.
cover. Come on, Orc. It's not gonna be Orc. Oh no.
Whole lot of red.
Oh, you got jebaited.
We almost got a whole lot of red.
All right, I don't know what
What
Caroline
is this?
is.
Let me look this up. Wow. We have no idea what this is.
No.
This is our second viewer marathon pick here. You just saw the gigantic wheel. We'll be spinning that again at the end of the episode. See what we're doing next time. We will be doing the Wise Blood album next, though. So that one will wait a week after. But this is Caroline self-titled. I believe this group is a post-punk band. Let's see, based in London. It's an 8-piece band.
Okay.
The genres that it lists on album of the year are post rock, avant folk, post minimalism, chamber music, and slowcore. So this is something I'd be really into. That's all I know.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see how I'm gonna feel about this. But before we get started, that's a person that submitted it. Thank you. I don't know what video this was on. If I had to guess, it was probably Brave Little Abacus or Black Midi or something like that. So thank you. Get a little shout out. So submit your own record if you want us to shout you out. We can get started with the first track, Dark Blue. Dave Byrne?
What?
Wow. He sounds so youthful. All right. That was Dark Blue.
Nice. I'm in. Very good opener. I really loved. They really had a good guitar riff to like do that repeating kind of hypnotic riff that they had there. They chose a really good riff for that. I was definitely feeling that the whole time. I really like the violin as well. I feel like I want to highlight that the most. The violin did a lot in this track, and I really, really, really love the texture that it brought at the beginning, where it was more simple, and then like there was a little bit of a crescendo where it went a little bit more haywire. Really, really nice. I feel like I didn't even need vocals in that track. I feel like the vocals weren't too strong. I feel like they kind of blended into the mix a little bit too much if you were gonna have them there. But that was my biggest complaint. But everything else, like this track, just kind of felt like a wave washing up on the shore, basically. Very
Yes.
nice. Crescendos weren't too high, weren't too intense, but it didn't really need to be. It had that nice little slowcore element of like, a more chill song. So I really enjoyed that. That was a really good intro.
Yeah, I liked it too. I actually liked that the vocals were kind of in the mix a little bit. Because I don't really think that this song needed like a strong melody or anything. That's kind of usually the role that vocals take. But yeah, I really liked that. I'm probably not gonna have a whole lot to add here because this is out of my element a little bit, but it was a good ride. I really liked it.
Yeah, you're just gonna have to stare at our faces while the music plays because we're not gonna have a lot to say during the song.
This is gonna be like
Just enjoy the song.
This is
Don't get us too hard.
gonna be like the worst to edit, but I'll try my best.
That's all right. You could probably put a lot of the songs in here. I
Yeah.
don't know if they're gonna copyright bop us. I feel like they won't.
Well, we'll see.
We'll see. But yeah, I think the vocals I didn't like have an issue with in that way. I feel like it was just the way that the track settled down for the vocalist to make room. Felt kind of
Oh,
weird. I feel like they could have just put him in there without needing to like give him room.
I could see that. Yeah.
But yeah, good start.
And we can move on. Track 2, Good Morning Red. I can't wait for a Good Morning Blue.
Okay, Duster.
I was gonna say. Yeehaw
It's straight
hours.
out of a Duster song. That's crazy. If Duster went country, brother.
This is like country slow dance music.
Yeah.
Get out your darlings. Go out and do-see-do.
Black Country did this too, where they did like a country-ish kind of song.
They did, yeah.
Why are the British taking our culture, brother?
I'm
Give
upset.
it back. I'm upset.
It's that time again. Good morning.
It was Good Morning Red.
More like good song. That was pretty good. I loved the way that track started. A lot more energy than the last one. Definitely felt like something off of Duster's Stratosphere, especially that guitar line. Sounded straight from that record. That's one of the things I love about that record is just that guitar tone. It's like a very somber but like kind of calming guitar tone that really carried the track. That weird little country flair was really fun. Again, the violin here is fantastic. Whoever's doing the violin work on this album is just doing an insane job so far.
Yes.
Even the little avant-garde little ambient piece at the end I was pretty engaged in. Even though like I feel like it went on a little bit too long, I really loved just like how hard that snare drum hit was and then that like calm bass line. Those little hits of like random strings that would come in way too loud was a little interesting. I feel like it didn't need to like carry on for as long as it did.
Yeah.
I feel like I got the point of it. But still a really good track.
Yes, I agree 100%. I really, really loved like the first 3 minutes of this song. Like, oh boy, I'm in now. Like, this is great. I love the freaking country-esque stuff. Yeah, that ending could have been like maybe a minute.
I feel like a
But
minute would be good.
It was 2 minutes, and that was
Yes.
that's too long for what it was. But I'm not really a fan of the avant-garde stuff. I hate art. I've been on the record. I've said that forever. So yeah, but other than the ending, it was pretty good. It just might be one that I would have to skip the last 2 minutes of. But so do we do the next two?
I think we do the next two
Okay.
and hope we don't mess up the pacing.
Well, I guess we'll see. So we'll do track 3, Desperately, and then track 4, IWR. Quick, Google what that means. It says intro weasel reaction.
Mixing's really good.
Yeah.
It's like you're sitting next to the amp.
Yeah. And then the guy who's singing is like in the next room, but the
Yeah.
door's open.
Oh, that's good. That's good. The more dissonance I want, just give me all of it.
I was right. That's what it means.
That's the name of this song.
I got it. All right. That was IWR.
And Desperately. That was a song that came before it.
Of
Desperately
course.
was cool. Nice little interlude. I love the mixing on that. Sounded like you were standing right next to the amp.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of feel everything. It was very nice. It reminded me of the Godspeed concert I went to because like you could hear the amp like amplifying the music in front of you. It's like a weird kind of feeling. So it kind of reminded me of that, which is cool. Nice little interlude. IWR though was really fantastic. This is like
Yes.
if Fleet Foxes made a post rock song. That's the only way I could really put that.
Yeah, that's true.
And it is so much about push and pull in this genre, and I think they did it very well on this track. I love just like they give it time to breathe. They build a little bit until you get the kind of this big rise. Again, the violin is so fantastic. The strings across this thing are great. I love the vocals on this song. It felt like a more group vocal effort, which was really interesting. It's like it's a different brand of like this new post rock that like people like Black Country is doing a little differently, where you have the main vocalist and you build around that. And it's very structured. This feels a lot more open and ambient, which is really cool. But yeah, really love that song. That one might be my favorite so far.
I think I would agree. That one was pretty fantastic. Just the huge build to something, and that whole ride was just a joy to sit on. I think sometimes these kind of longer songs, for me, the ending isn't worth it, where it's like, oh, I have to sit through 2 minutes of nothing, and then when the big thing finally happens, I'm like, whatever, wasn't worth it. This one was, and the ride up to it was actually engaging.
That's post rock, baby.
That's post rock, baby.
That's his whole thing.
Which I'm not usually a big post rock guy, which is interesting.
Well, it's cool because these songs are single digit lengths. Usually it's double this.
That's true. That is
so that
true.
might be helping you.
Yeah. Yeah. Thoroughly enjoying this one so far. Thank you to whoever suggested it, who we already shouted out, but salute. We'll probably do the next two again. Messin' number 7, a little bit of a missed opportunity. Track 5 and track 6 is Engine Eavesdropping. Wow.
Maybe they made a mistake.
I think they made a mistake.
Yeah, they flopped track 7 and track 5 around.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh no.
They couldn't count.
Oh no. That's the British education system for you. The American system is way better.
Yeah, it is. Wait for it.
Waiting.
It's coming.
What if it's just 5.5 minutes of nothing?
There's something happening. I hear it.
Oh, wait. Yeah, there it is.
And drummer's foot's gonna fall off.
That's true. Got a rabbit to come in for this part.
Bop, 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 bop.
Gotta cut that one off. That was Messin number 7 and Engine Eavesdropping.
Mesa number 7 was cool. Just a little interlude thing. There's not really much to talk about there at all. Engine, I quite enjoyed quite a bit. That did feel very long for 541, but I enjoyed it. I loved how open it was. They kind of know, how to build their tracks, which is always great. I love that they just take this one riff. There's something special with bands that do this genre of music because you have to get like the stickiest riff possible because it's gonna be ringing throughout the song. They've been doing a very good job at it, but got a lot of talk vibes from this one. Just love how open it is, and the string crescendos especially was very reminiscent of that. It just has very uplifting and open and free feeling that I really love. Drumming got crazy. We got some really crazy guitar stuff that reminded me of some of Godspeed's later stuff, which was kind of cool. I kind of loved how that crescendo was just absolute chaos and then formed into just like a little bit of a beautiful little melody thing before trickling off again. Really interesting. Not one that's like you'd pick out of this album and be like, this is the best song, but one that fits perfectly within the album, I would say.
Yeah, that's an album song for sure. I think Messin number 7, I think every single guitar interlude, you're going up against Horn, and I think that's
I
impossible.
was thinking of that too.
It's just like
Horn's probably the best guitar interlude like ever made. So.
Horn is probably one of the best songs ever made. If I'm being completely honest, I love that thing so much. So much emotion conveyed in just 4 chords. Fantastic. So it is a little bit hard to go up against that. Engine I didn't like. I don't know. There just wasn't enough like substance to it for me. That has been in both IWR and Good Morning Red. Those are like my 2 favorites, I think. Yeah, I just felt like those had a little bit more soul, a little bit, just like a more presence, I guess. This one was kind of spread out. It was like all the pieces of the song were just like strewn out individually over the course of 5.5 minutes, and
Yes, sir.
whatever, that's fine. I don't like it. So
Yeah, I'm curious to see how this is gonna play out when I just run through it straight, because I feel like a lot of post rock albums, it is very like come and go. There's loud moments and there's very quiet sections, and then it kind of builds together. So I'm wondering if this works better as like a full experience,
I'm
but
sure it does. Yeah.
still pretty good so far. I'm enjoying it. I'm impressed.
Yeah. We can move on. We'll do the next two again. 7 is Hurdle, and number 8 is Skydiving Onto the Library Roof, the second single. Wake up! This is like a wacky inventor's alarm clock.
This is just the sound check.
That's true. Yeah.
Now they're ready to play.
They're gonna do it too.
I'm starting to think when I tell everyone
Is this an Over the Garden Wall song? Oh. Doing Jaws.
Yeah. Really slowly.
Yeah. All right. That was Hurdle and Skydiving Onto the Library Roof.
Hurdle was an interlude. That's
Yep.
that's it.
Yeah. Wasn't a
Just
whole lot
like
to that
messing
one.
number 7.
Yeah.
Whatever. But skydiving onto the library roof, I like that song quite a bit. I will say I feel like there's a little bit of a pacing thing that I'm not too fond on. But I do want to like wait to see how it ends before I go off on that. I feel like there was a lack of energy in the second half. I feel like there needed to be another big hit, because so much of post rock is about flow and when to bring in and out things. And I feel like we've been kind of in this kind of like more lull, like hypnotic, slow, quiet sections for a little bit too long.
Yes.
But I did really like skydiving onto the roof. I feel like that build at the end was really, really, really fantastic. I wanted that to go longer. I feel like the track didn't resolve the way I would have liked it to. I feel like you could add another 4 or 5 minutes and really build on that first crescendo and making it a bigger statement before closing out, because I feel like I left it wanting more. But the basis of the track was really fantastic. I just feel like there could have been heightened a little bit more on that one. But
Yeah. Yeah. That one, it just didn't do what it needed to. Because I kind of got what it was trying to do with that one thing going the whole time. I'd say like really build on that. Because they kept it like way too like slow and didn't really do anything with it for too long. It's like I get it like for 2 to 3 minutes you just want to do that and just establish it, but then you got to make it kind of go somewhere, in my opinion, or just do something. And I felt like they kind of just did the same thing for too long. but
Yeah,
know,
you could have
that's
pushed
me.
that crescendo up a minute and then maybe like extended it or something.
yes,
I will say the trumpet on this track though is fantastic. I have not heard a lot of trumpets in stuff like this. So
no,
it's a very good addition. I was really impressed by that.
no, the instrumentation on this thing has been fantastic so
Yes.
far.
They definitely know what they're doing. They're just like they got to get the pieces like fully together.
Yes,
I don't know. Whatever the UK is doing right now, they're doing great with post rock and post punk so far. So
yeah.
it's like it's going to be another Black Country and Black Midi situation. I think give them another record or two, and they're going to do something that's like really, really, really good.
Well, it looks like they have a new single out.
They do
Because
like just came out like last week, I think.
yeah, said it came out on Halloween.
Yeah,
So, if you know, Black Country has taught us anything, is that there is insanely fast turnaround on these kind of records sometimes.
yeah, Black Midi as well.
True. Yeah. Do we do the next two, or do we just do Zilch? This one's 2 minutes.
Zilch is an instrumental only track, so I guess we could probably do both.
Okay.
I'm
We'll
feeling
see
it.
how
I
we're
wanna just,
feeling.
like, ride the wave.
Yeah. So possibly we'll be doing Zilch and the closer, Natural Death. You have to plug in the electric guitar.
Yeah, I like how the interludes are like him trying to figure out how to play it.
Yeah. I think we'll do both of these.
Yes, sir.
Like some gnome music.
Natural death.
He's like right next to the microphone. This is weird.
What?
He's usually like 2 rooms away.
He's using his inside voice.
That's right.
By the tiredness when I'm night walking, her arms stretched out to receive me. As I arrive in my car,
All right. That was Zilch, Natural Death, and the album as a whole.
I think Natural Death's my favorite song.
Of course it is.
Yeah, it is. It's not a coincidence that's the longest here. Don't make fun of me. The first half of the song was just a Nico and the Velvet Underground song. That is to say, it's very good. I love the dissonance and the violins and the strings on it. Really fantastic. Vocal performance was great. I loved how just stripped back and bare the beginning of the track was. There was just a little atmosphere kind of laid in the background, enough for you to like feel it on the low end, which is really nice. The whole pace of the track felt fantastic. I loved the transition where that one guitar chord came in very close in the left ear, kind of built this next hypnotic section. I actually really like how chaotic and messy their transitions and crescendos become. It gives a really cool texture that I have not really heard a lot of. It's very out of the box and probably not for everybody. It's very abrasive, but I felt myself getting lost in the drum patterns and everything. I just love how like when things get out of sync, like the timings were all over the place here. But I love how the drums were hitting hard and this guitar pattern with like two guitars playing against each other was like on their own speed. It was a very dizzy hypnotic effect that I really enjoyed. So yeah, really, really, really love the outro. Overall, this is a pretty decent record. There's a lot of really solid ideas and compositions on here. I feel like this is a band who's gonna make like one or two more records and really strike something that is really, really groundbreaking. But for now, I feel like there's a lot of like cool ideas here. I don't need those interludes where it is a lot of like kind of fiddling on a guitar. They're cool sounds and everything, but I feel like you don't need like four of them to kind of space out your tracks because your tracks already have enough breathing room to build their own kind of sound. So,
Yes.
but yeah, overall, very cool experience. Really loved a couple of these songs. Good suggestion.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I agree. I don't think any of these interludes needed to be there. You could do something with the interludes and have it be like a cool way to tie the two songs together.
Yeah.
Instead of just having it be like a really abrupt, abrasive thing and then get into like another like slow burn
I
7-minute
feel like
song.
Desperately was good. I feel like you can keep Desperately. I think
did
the
like
rest though
Desperately.
kind of got old.
Yes. Because it was the same thing for
Yeah.
most of the other interludes. Yeah, Natural Death I thought was okay. I like the beginning. I'm not a fan of the abrasive transitions. I need structure.
I learned to enjoy them. I don't know. Recently, I've learned in zero music structure being appealing to me. So that is
Okay.
very much a selective thing.
Yeah, it is not for me. But I did enjoy, Dark Blue, Good Morning Red, and IWR. I think those are some great songs. Just the last half really wasn't for me, but I went into this expecting not to like anything. So I'd say that this is a success.
Success.
So great suggestion, person who suggested it. We can spin a wheel now.
Let's go.
See what we're doing next. Not next time. Next a week.
Wise Blood's next week. This will be after that.
Okay. Wheel. We're back at the wheel. Hasn't grown very much since last time. We've net 0 gained. So it's actually the same as it was. Same size, but we'll see what we get this time. Could be anything, folks. Is it gonna? I thought it was gonna be orc.
Let's go.
Slow dive Souvlaki.
Souvlaki. Let's go.
I
my
know
God.
nothing about this.
Oh my God. I'm busting out the light again. The light's coming back.
All right. Next time, Souvlaki slow dive. What is
Yes,
this?
sir. This is more shoegaze. This is like the second highest rated shoegaze album ever, but it's not My Bloody Valentine's shoegaze. It
Okay.
is dreamy shoegaze, not harsh shoegaze. So you might enjoy this more.
Okay. I grimaced a little bit when you said shoegaze.
No, yes, you will enjoy this one. I think.
Okay.
I am very excited for this. I'm glad this got picked. because that was on my wheel as well.
Oh, that's fun.
Very excited about that. So stay tuned.
Next time, no. Wise Blood. I don't know what is the new record called.
Something Hearts Aglow, whatever. I don't know.
You know
Masterpiece.
it. I don't know.
I can figure it out. And in the darkness, hearts aglow.
Perfect. We got there. All right. Bye.